सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, Chapter 4, page number 156, verse number 19. Bhagavat Pujya Padaischa उदाहार्येवमेवतु सुविस्पष्टोऽस्मदुक्तोऽर्थः सर्वभूतहितैषिभिः। Sureshwaracharya repeating the teaching of Upadesha Sahasri in this portion to acknowledge his teaching by Shankaracharya, his Guru's teaching. Adi Shankaracharya happens to be the Guru of Sureshwaracharya. Sureshwaracharya says that my listeners are readers. Listeners means those who are listening from a guru, or after listening also those who are reading my text. Again, if they are not able to accept my teaching is not a new teaching. I am giving here only what my Guru Bhagavatpada Pujyapada Adi Shankaracharya said. Because my Guru is a great teacher, he is having lot of karuna, compassion, to make the mumukshus as jnanis. Sarva bhuta hitaishibhihi. My Guru is the well-wisher of all beings and human beings also. Bhagavat Pujya Padaischa. Bhagavantam Ishwaram Padayati iti Pujya Bhagavat Pujya Padaha. The one who takes that a person, a devotee, reaches Bhagavan. How to reach Bhagavan? You listen to Bhagavat Pada's teachings, he will help you how to reach Bhagavan. Really reaching is not there, you are understanding, you are Paramatma. That is a real teaching. If I am reaching, suppose, you have to think logically also. We should not nod our head all the time when Guru says. Nodding is also required, but with our thinking. If Bhagavan I am reaching, suppose, why we can't reach Bhagavan? Because if I reach Bhagavan, I am accepting that Bhagavan is not here. When I have to reach something, I have to reach Delhi means Delhi is not in Chennai. Therefore, I have to reach Delhi, or I have to reach Bangalore, I have to reach Vizag, I have to reach some other place because that place is not here. Therefore, I have to reach. If you take like that, Bhagavantam Ishwaram Padayati, the one who helps to reach Bhagavan is Adi Shankaracharya. Can you take it literally? We are not supposed to take it literally. Bhagavat Pujyapada means revered Bhagavat, the one who helps us to reach Bhagavan. If I reach Bhagavan means I am indirectly thinking that Bhagavan is not here. Suppose Bhagavan is not here, Bhagavan is there in Vaikuntha, I have to reach to Kailasa or Vaikuntha or some other place. That means that Bhagavan is not all pervading. If I reach Bhagavan in some place, he is not all pervading. The Bhagavan who is not all pervading, can he be called as Ishvara? Can he be called as Bhagavan? If he is also sitting in one place only, as in movies and all they show, in Puranas and all, Vishnu is in Vaikuntha, all Vaishnavas, Vishnu Bhaktas will go to Vaikuntha. All Shiva Bhaktas will go to Kailasa. Again, Bhagavan is one or two. One is in Vaikuntha, one is in Kailasa. Again, problem. So these are all like small UKG, LKG lessons given in our Puranas. Figuratively said, Bhagavan is in Kailasa for Shiva Bhaktas' sake. Bhagavan is in Vaikuntha for Vishnu Bhaktas' sake. But Upanishad said Bhagavan is all pervading. Everywhere he is only one and the same. Why you have to fight for different names for it, Bhagavan? My God is superior. Your God is not superior. Why all this comes? Because you are not growing. Therefore, reaching even Atma also. Bhagavan himself is all pervading as Atma Swarupam. I need not reach. Therefore, such a Bhagavat Pada Adi Shankaracharya's teaching, what I am presenting in my Naishkarmya Siddhi, Tattvamasi Mahavakyam, that is Suvispashtam Asmaduktaha. That teaching alone, Udahari Evam Evatu, Ut plus A plus Hrudhatu, Ahari, Udahari, means the teaching given by that Adi Shankaracharya, that alone is clearly presented by me in the three chapters of Naishkarmya Siddhi, Suvispashtam, clearly. As my Guru said in Upadesa Sahasri, 18th chapter, Tattvamasi Prakaranam, which Swamini students are seeing on every Tuesday class, that alone, same teaching, that's why it is repetition. Suvispashtam, Suvispashtaha Asmaduktaha. From first chapter to third chapter of Naishkarmya Siddhi, Asmaduktaha, the teaching have been given. Arthaha, that meaning, is clear. Because my Guru said, my Guru is a great teacher of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta knowledge. Therefore, I am teaching here this and that. So therefore, what is our clarity here now? First Dvaitam, second Dvaitam, and third Dvaitam you should not say, Advaitam. What was the first Dvaitam, first type of stage of duality we saw? That is Pramata. Pramata Prameyam, Dvaitam number 1. I am the Pramata, world is experienced by me, Prameyam. This is Dvaitam number 1. I stand separately. That means I am The knower, known is different from me. So this is called Dvaitam, first stage of Dvaitam. Good, you have come up to that level. Wonderful. Pramata, I am, the knower, is different from the Prameyam. Prameyam is depending upon me for its existence. I have to experience that. Without the experiencer, the experienced cannot have its existence. Then next Dvaitam is what? Sakshi Sakshya Dvaitam. I am the Sakshi, even body, mind also, which Pramata I took as the knower, comes under Sakshyam when I go to second level of Dvaitam. I am the Sakshi, the witness consciousness. I am the Sakshi, the witness consciousness Chaitanyam. Whatever is witnessed by me is Sakshyam, the witnessed Anatma. Why we have to come this level of Advaitam, second Advaitam? Because in Swapna, in sleep, there is no Pramata. Pramata is not available. Knower of waking stage is not available in sleep state. But I, the Sakshi, am there in sleep also. Am I, the consciousness principle, is there or not in sleep? I am there. Therefore, I am the Sakshi of that sleep, which I do not know anything and I slept well. I am registering in the sleep. Therefore, I have to go to second Dvaitam, from Pramata Prameya Dvaitam to Sakshi Sakshya Dvaitam. Then comes this Sakshyam. What am I seeing, experiencing? The body, mind, world. World Prameyam at first Dvaitam. Vyashti Samashti. Vyashti merges into Samashti. Vyashti merges into Samashti Adhyaropa Kali. Then next level of Dvaitam, Sakshi is also negating the Sakshyam, is uncountable. Sakshyam, Anatma, body, mind, is not at all countable. It is as good as non-existent. Body, mind is also mithya, made out of matter, Panchabhutas. They are only having appearance. Since they don't have real existence, they have only seeming existence because they are dependently existing on me. Whatever is dependently existing cannot be real. That cannot be real. Therefore, Sakshi Sakshyam Dvaitam to Brahma. Aham Brahma Asmi. Third level of Advaitam, Sakshi to Advaitam. Because Sakshyam is uncountable. It cannot be counted. Therefore, Sakshyam is ruled out, negated, falsified, Mithyatva Nischayam. Therefore, how many are there? Only Sakshi Chaitanyam. That Sakshitvam status also go away when Sakshyam is not there. One student asked me, Swamini, how can we remove that Sakshi? You need not remove Sakshi. How can we deny Sakshi? I am very happy that students are very keenly listening and asking questions. Because Sakshi, we are giving lot of importance to Sakshi. Suddenly, Sakshi is also, that Sakshi status has gone. Who is Sakshi? Sakshi is none other than Chaitanya. Chaitanyam Sakshi status we have given from the standpoint of Sakshyam. Mother is mother from the standpoint of son or daughter. Motherhood is real or womanhood is real. Motherhood is secondary. First she is woman. Then only she became mother to her daughter and son. How can I deny motherhood? Motherhood is only hood. It is only temporary given status to that woman. Similarly, for Sakshi Chaitanyam, the Sakshi status is given temporarily because Sakshyam, you are seeing the body, mind, world. Therefore, Upanishad has to give that name, Sakshi name, because it is the experiencer, witnesser, even not experiencer, witnesser. The what is witnessed negated, what remains Advaitam. So Sakshi to Advaitam. So Dvaitam has gone. Gone, or you understand it is not there. You understand it is not there. That is the final culmination. Up to here we saw in the last class. Now we'll go to the next 20th shloka, introduction. Kim paramatmanah upadeshah ut aparamatmanah iti kim chatah यदि परमात्मनः तस्य उपदेशम् अन्तरेण एव मुक्तत्वान् निरर्थकः उपदेशः अथ अपरमात्मनः तस्यापि स्वतः एव संसारस्वभावत्वात् निष्फलः उपदेशः एवं उभयत्रापि दोषवत्वादतः आह. In Upadesha Sahasri 76 and 77, the same idea was discussed there. That alone Sureshwaracharya is paraphrasing in this introduction. Shankaracharya raises a question there in Upadesha Sahasri. Recently we have completed those slokas also in few classes before. Question is what? Purva Pakshi asked in 76 and 77 of Upadesha Sahasri. All of you, maximum all of you are listening to that text. Therefore, it is simple, easy for you. There, the Purva Pakshi is not accepting the Chidabhasa. Why can't we claim that Aham Brahmasmi without Chidabhasa? That was his objection. So, in that paragraph, why we have to take that Chidabhasa? So he is addressing the Purva Pakshi. What was the Purva Pakshi's objection? You should refer to Atma or Anatma. This Upadesha, Guru is doing Upadesha. Textbook name is itself Upadesha Sahasri. And Upadesha is for Atma, Uta or Anatma. Here Paramatma means Atma. In the first line, Atmanaha Upadeshaha or Atmanaha Upadeshaha. Paramatmanaha word is used in this introduction. Kim Paramatmanaha Upadeshaha. Is this teaching of Vedanta is Paramatmanah Upadesha, teaching to Paramatma. Paramatma means Atma. Jivatma, Paramatma, you are teaching for Paramatma, not Jivatma, Paramatma. Uta or Aparamatmanaha. Uta plus Aparamatmanaha. Upadesha means teaching. Aparamatmanaha means Anatma. Anatmanaha. Iti. If this is the question, Shankaracharya is asking, Kim cha ataha? What you are going to get benefit by asking like this? The teaching of Vedanta, Tattvamasi teaching, is given to Paramatma or Anatma, given to self or non-self. Paramatma means here Atma. Atma means self. The teaching is given, you are Brahman, Guru is telling to the self, or he is giving the teaching to the non-self, Anatma. For that Acharya asked, what is the prayojanam for you? You are asking like that. What you are going to get? Kim chataha? Question mark. Then Purvapakshi says, because I have a doubt, yedi Paramatmanaha tasya upadeshaha. Because if you say it is for Paramatma or Atma, Guru is telling to the student, Tatu Tvam Asi. He is telling to that Atma, because you say Bhagatyaga Lakshana and addressing the Lakshyartha. Lakshyartha is Sakshi Chaitanyam Chitu. That Chaitanyam, you are Brahman. This teaching is for Atma. Is it for Atma? My doubt is, Atma is ever liberated without Antarena, Upadesha Antarena Eva. Atma, if suppose this is the teaching for Atma, Atma need not have any teaching from a Guru. Paramatmanaha tasya upadesha antarena eva muktatvat. Atma is ever liberated. You need not give upadesha to Atma. You are Brahman. Atma you need not tell. You are Brahman. Muktatvat, already liberated. Atma is ever free. How can you teach this teaching to Atma? Therefore, I am asking, it is nirarthakaha. If, suppose, hypothetically, Purvapakshi is raising the question. If it is Atma, that need not be given. Because Atma is already muktaha. Muktatvat anarthakaha upadeshaha. The teaching is anarthakam, useless, redundant. Atha or Aparamatmanaha tasya api. For Aparamatma, okay, if you say it is not for Atma, Atma is ever liberated, Atma was free, Atma is ever free in future also. Therefore, teaching is not required for Atma. Then what is Pariseshan Nyaya? What is left out? Only for Anatma. So you have to give the teaching to Anatma. Aparamatmanaha, Anatmanaha upadeshaha. Suppose you say like that. Anatma means here mind you can take. Sukshma Sharira. Upadeshaha tasya api. For mind also, for that is called ahankara. Ahankara, antakaranam, sukshma shariram, whatever you take, all come under Anatma. So for that Anatma, suppose you say Swataha eva, this Atma is Swataha eva samsari, Swabhavatvat. Anatma, the body, mind, complex mind or ahankara, whatever you call, all this put together Anatma. Swataha, naturally, by itself, Swabhavataha, by its nature, is samsara. It is a samsari. So what is the use of giving? It is ever the samsara. You cannot stop the death, gradation, six vikaras in anatma. What is the use of talking about the liberation of anatma? Nishphalaha upadeshaha. While giving to atma is nirardhakaha, no prayojana. If you want to give teaching to ahankara, the body-mind complex anatma upadesha, it is nishphalam, no use at all. This atma, anatma, mind is always crying. How much you give, it is never satisfied. It is having lot of defects. Therefore, don't do this effort. You need not give to anatma also. Upadeshaha nishphalaha. Useless, futile. Evam ubhayatra api, either way. Ubhayatra api, either to anatma you cannot say teaching is given, or atma also you cannot say. Ubhayatra api doshavatvat. Doshavatvat means nishphalatvat. Nishphalatvat, no benefit at all. Ataha aha. Therefore I am asking. Therefore I am asking. If you are asking like that, therefore I am giving answer. I am giving answer. Shankaracharya, for that Purvapakshi, is giving the answer. This is the 76 and 78, the Purvapakshi's objection in the Sambandhokti. Now, this shloka is 78th shloka. Paraphrasing in the Upadesha Sahasra as number 20. The 4th chapter, 20th shloka of Naishkarmya Siddhi is nothing but the repetition of Upadesha Sahasra, 18th chapter, 78th verse. What is that shloka? What Shankaracharya gave that answer in that Upadesha Sahasra? Just we are going to look into that answer. Avivicho bhayam vakti shrutischet syad grahasthatha श्रुतिश्चेत् स्याद् ग्रहस्तथा इति पक्षमुपादाय पूर्वपक्षं निशात्य च. Now, Sureshwaracharya, by quoting the Acharya's shloka from Upadesha Sahasra, Acharya said like this. What Acharya said here in this shloka, avivichya ubhayam. Avivichya means without knowing, without separating Atma, Anatma. There is no nishphalam. You are trying to see this only what Chidabhasa Rahita Atma. We always say only mixture. Mixture alone. I am Ardhanarishwara. We can say we are Ardhanarishwara like in Ardhanarishwara Madrida. What is that? Matter and spirit. In 2 words, if you want to say. I am, when I say, I am the mixture, components, 5 components are there. I use always 5 fingers, Vedanta. Okay. 3 fingers, 3 sharirams. Sthula shariram, Sukshma shariram and Karana shariram. 3 sharirams. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana shariram. Then Chidabhasa. So these four put together Anatma. Then Angushtamatra Purushaha Chit Osi. This forefinger is RC, Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa means Ahankara. Ahankara, another name is Jivatma. Ahankara, Jivatma associated with three bodies. Three bodies, it is called Ahankara, the Pramata, Chidabhasa, or RC, Jivatma. So many names are there. When it is associated, then what you have to do? Do Chin Mudra. Give this, give knowledge to this Ahankara, enlightened mind, separate from the three bodies. This is called Chin Mudra, Jnana Mudra. I am not three bodies. This RC understands where am I without OC. Can I exist? Therefore, RC has got lot of Vinayam. Vinayam and bending and matter. Bending and joining with the OC. Don't take literally. Joining, bending, not there. That is why this Ahankara Sishya has to get lot of Vinayam, acceptance, accepting the validity of the Guru's teachings. What Guru says is not his own Swanta Sahityam. Guru's teaching is Mahavakya teaching. Therefore, let me obey my Guru's teaching. What Guru says, you are that. This OC you are, RC is only fake. With RC only you can understand this OC. The Purvapakshi don't want RC. Chidabhasa I don't want. My dear, this pot is there. Pot maker prepares the pot, created the pot. Pot is not there. Pot is only a nama rupa vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam mrittika ityeva satyam. Why you want break the pot? Is there pot? When I say the weight of the clay is the weight of the pot. Example looks as though, what is this Swamini? Simple pot, clay only. What is their big deal in that? Shastra says, Shankaracharya says, only if you understand Ghata Bhashyam of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, you understand the entire Vedanta. Don't take examples very simple, very loosely. Be very, very attentive. Can you count the pot separate weight other than the clay weight? Is there a clay separate from the pot? Pot is different from the clay. Clay is different from the pot. Can you say that? Clay is pot, pot is clay. That is right knowledge. Pot doesn't exist. Nama Rupa Vacha Arambhanam. It is only a lip movement. A lip movement. Even though I am holding, even though I am showing, even though you are looking, boldly say there is no pot at all. Clay pot, potty clay. Clay pot is, clay is adjective, pot is a noun. This is wrong. It is a clay in the pot form. Clay in the pot form. Pot doesn't have substantiality of its own other than the clay. Pot doesn't have its own substantiality separate from the clay. Then are there two things? Clay is there, pot is there. I take the clay, you take the pot. If there are two, yes Swamini, clay also is there, pot is also there. Because you are holding the pot. I say I am holding the clay. I say I am holding the clay, not the pot. I am holding the clay which is in the pot form. I am holding the clay which is in the pot form. There is no really pot substance. It is only seeming appearance. Experientially there, to my experience, to your experience, pot is there in my hand. But on inquiry, factually, what you are seeing is clay, what I am holding is clay. What you are seeing is clay, what I am holding in my hand is clay only. You cannot count separate weight for pot. Similarly, here also, I, the consciousness, am appearing in the form of three sharirams, nama, rupa, prapancham. Aham, Brahma Chaitanyam alone is in the form of nama, rupa, prapancha. Extend the same example, all principles to the Atma Chaitanyam OC. RC, RM1, RM2, RM3, reflecting medium number 1, Sthula Shariram, number 2, Sukshma Shariram, number 3, reflecting medium, Karana Shariram, all are only Nama Rupa. In that, I, the OC, reflecting as RC, reflecting medium is there, I reflect. RC is non-separate from me. RM, RM2, RM3 are also separate, not separate from me. Can you count all the four of them separately? As you have not able to count the pot separate from the clay, can you count all these four, Sariratrayam, RC separately? Where is RC without OC? Where is Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram without Panchabhutas? Where are the Panchabhutas without me, the consciousness? Tasmadva etasmad atmanaha Akashasambhutaha, Vayusambhutaha, Agnisambhutaha. Akashad Vayu, Vayoragni, Agnirapaha, Adbhya Prudhvi, Prudhivyam Oshadhaya, Oshadibhyonnam, Annat Purushaha. All these are none other than myself. They are only appearance. That is why you cannot count them separately. Avivichya Ubhayam Vakti. Without separating the two, Atma and Anatma, Avivichya, without separating the mixture, Vakti Shrutihi Chet. Shruti says that without separating them, Chet, what is the next consequence? Agrahas tatha syat. Agraha tatha syat. You have to supply the previous shloka in the second line, then only shloka will be complete. Iti paksham upadaya purvapaksham nishatya cha evam eva udaharyaha. And the previous shloka evameva udaharyaha is there. Now here nishatya is there. Nishatya, in second line you see the last word nishatya cha. Nishatya means demolishing. The nishatya, ni plus shi dhatu. Ni plus shi means demolishing. Purvapaksham nishatya. Evameva udaharya. In this manner, by saying evam eva bhagavat pujyapadaihi Udaharya. By Ujjapada Shankaracharya in Upadesa Sahasri, evameva, in this manner. In this manner means in which manner? In which manner you have to understand without separating that avivichya means you cannot claim that I am Brahman. Pure OC cannot claim I am Brahman. Pure RC doesn't exist without OC. And without three sharirams, RC cannot be formed. So within inverted commas, first line is within inverted commas. The Purapakshi is refuted while talking about the Shrutis addressed to a person. Shrutihi Vakti. Vakti means addressing. Shruti addressed to that person who has who does not distinguish between. Vivicha means distinguishing. Who does not distinguish between the self and the non-self. Self and non-self. And non-self and addressed to the such, it is quite reason and meaningful. Purapaksham nishatyacha. So that means paksham upadaya, taking the Purapakshi's opinion, taking the Purapakshi's opinion and refuting the Purapakshi. As long as you look for what? Moksha. Look for moksha as a goal. Moksha is a goal means continue the study. You understand moksha is not a goal, it is not a sadhya vastu, it is siddha vastu. You need not work for moksha. Sukshma Shariram merges into total Sukshma Prapancha at the time of Pralaya. These are all only temporary Adhyaropakala teaching. Actually, Arthavada only. They are not, these are all temporary definition of moksha, merging. Actually, they are not real teaching, they are only at Adhyaropa Kala. Adhyaropa means what? Superimposition. When is the superimposition? Superimposition, as we are teaching the levels of teaching, a teaching when the student is not able to separate. When a student is not able to separate the Atma and Anatma, from that Jivatma, I am none other than Paramatma. If I am not able to do that, so what the student says, I am not able to understand. Then like that Purapakshi is telling, no? So, Chidabhasa and Chit, cognitively you have to separate, not physically. Chidabhasa and Chit cannot be physically separated, but you have to cognitively separate. Suppose you want to remain as pure Chit, you need not go for Samadhi, you need not go for sleep, you need not do anything, just understand cognitively. Ubhayam avivichya shruti vakti means the Upanishad says Atma Anatma is a mixture. The Shruti is addressing the mixture only, not addressing Atma. Cannot address the only Chidabhasa. Shruti is addressing iti grahaha syat iti chet. If you understand this in this manner, grahaha means not planet, grahaha means grasping. If you understand this in this manner, गृह्णाति ग्रहः मीन्स बोधः गृह्णाति बोधः ज्ञानम् इत्यर्थः so jivatma is pure consciousness in jnana kanda but jivatma is a mixture in karma kanda jivatma is a mixture in karma kanda with nama rupa you have to do bhagatyaga lakshana then you claim that I am Lakshyartha Sakshi Chaitanyam. Pure Sakshi Chaitanyam, you cannot see your face, original face, however beautiful. You require mirror. Mirror also proper mirror. Otherwise, how can you see? You know all these things, just a repetition only. I am muktaha, aham brahmasmi. Why should I have any reservation regarding this? Make use of body mind complex. Why you are hating body? Why you want to close your eyes? Why you want to sit in samadhi? Advaitin is asking a yoga samadhi. Why people want to run away from the body mind complex and closing their eyes, shutting the mind, stopping the thoughts? Why you are struggling? Manasai Vedam Aptavyam. Through mind only you can understand, through mixture only you can understand. Therefore, mind has got lot of issues. So mind can be improved. Perfect body is not required for self-knowledge. Perfect body is impossible. Perfect mind is also impossible. When I get perfect mind, I will get moksha. It can never happen. The perfect mind is not the criterion for self-knowledge. Perfect healthy body is not the criterion for self-knowledge. Of course, you require a healthy body, healthy mind. But never think that I have some raga dvesha, I have some problems in the mind. So what? Mind is having umpteen problems. In spite of that, like our Indian couple, Bharati Desham couple, in spite of their difference of opinions, they are living together, celebrating 70th wedding day. Hey, understood? The wife cannot be changed by husband, husband cannot be changed by wife. Happily they are living together. 70th wedding day means imagine what is that age of that person, 86, 90-year-old. She is also 82, 85. Happily they are living together. You need not divorce for simple reasons. If you divorce, there are a lot of problems. Similarly, what an example. Similarly, be happily combined, with this body mind complex. I told you always, see dosha in the beginning. Sarira dosha is there. Mind has got dosha. Later you see the vibhuti of the body, vibhuti of the mind. It is helping me, it is a tool, it is an instrument, it is a medium for me to know, to claim I am Brahman. However much I am Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaha, I am pure consciousness, so what? So what? You cannot say I am Brahman. Understand? Therefore, in Advaita we never ask, stop your mind, stop your thoughts, be calm, quiet. For understanding sakes, to make your mind reasonably focusing capacity, reasonably calm enough, for that sadhana you can claim through the mind only. Manasai Vedam Aptavya. Therefore, don't struggle. My mind is having sort of things, Swamini. I am not going to get moksha. I have no arhata. Don't say like that. You are all my students. You can claim Now here itself, in spite of what differences, husband and wife living together like that, in spite of body defects, jara, marana, vyadhi, mind also has got raga, dvesha. That is why Jnani also gets anger. Jnani also, the mind gets disturbed. Don't think Jnani mind will never be disturbed. Don't think Jnani will never get anger. Yeah. Jnani also using the mind body complex. Jnani should not get any pain. Jnani also has got headache. Headache comes. Head is there. Headache comes. So don't think like that. Jnani also having all these shadurmis, but Jnani doesn't have anujvara. Jnani doesn't have any attachment. He knows they are all unreal. The privilege, it is a vibhuti. I, the Atma, I am appearing in all bodies. I am appearing in all sharirams. It's a great privilege. Why to close like an ostrich? That's not required. Therefore, I am saying Aham Brahmasmi. Why should you have a reservation? Ni plus shi dhatu nischayati. Nisadayati. Nisadayati. Bhagavan pujyapadaihi evameva udaharyaha. From previous verse, you join here. Nishadya is demolished, refuted the Purvapakshi. Aham Brahmasmi. So therefore, don't count the body-mind complex. Keep it and make use of it and say, I am not that. That is called living intelligently. What is living intelligently? Be in the world. I am not small, but I am all. In the small, SM you remove. I am all. Previously I was small, now I am all. Who? I am means mixer. Okay, to say I am all also, you must use the mixture. I have to talk, I have to use Vagindriyam, I have to use Karma Indriyam, Jnana Indriyam, all these Indriyas. Therefore, Jnanis are happily moving in the world and teaching happily. Don't worry. Okay. Now let us go to the next 21 shloka number. Avivichya Ubhayam Bhakti, without separating both of them totally, Bhagavan Acharya is telling, Shruti is teaching like this only. Tachedam vivekatmavatah viviktatmena tattvamasi buddha upadishtam. So you have to split properly here. Tatcha, tat cha idam. Avivekat swataha viveka atmane. Vuktatmane. Viviktatmane, sorry. Viviktatmane. I keep 2-3 books here. I get confused sometimes, you see. Viviktatmane. What do you mean by Viviktatmane here? Once you separate, Viviktatmane means Shankaracharya is quoting that 78th verse above shloka over. Now, Tatu cha idam viviktatmane. Aviviktatmane. Idam aviviktatmane. Tattvamasi upadesha is only to that student. Who is that student? Who has gone through Anvaya Vyatireka. Idam Avivekatmataha vivekatmane. Here vivikta means Sakshi Rupa Atma Vidyarthi. I am Sakshi Chaitanyam. Anvaya Vitareka Dwara he come to Dvaita number 2. I am Sakshi Chaitanyam. Viviktaha means I have separated. How I have separated intellectually. Idam avivekat means anatma abhimanat. Idam means anatma. Idam means anatma or sakshyam. Sakshyam. Aviveka anatma abhimanat. Aviveka anatma abhimanat. That also given in Upadesha Sahasri only. So, first person to second person. Guru said, Tvam, Tat Tvam Asi. So, Guru, student has got this much minimum knowledge. What is that knowledge? I am. When Guru says Tvam, second person, I have to say first person, Aham. Aham. So first person to second person, second person to first person. So Guru says Tvam, I have to say Aham. That is the clearly explained in the next verse, this idea. So separating to that student only this teaching, who has separated through Anvaya Vitareka Dwara. After doing Anvaya Vitareka, after negating the Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam, Triputi, Dvaita number 1 and Dvaitam number 2, he has come to that student Sakshi, Sakshyam. Sakshyam is also separated. Now he is ready for Mahavakya. Therefore, Yushmadasmad Vibhagagne Shadar Thavadidam vachah yato na bhigne vakyam syat bhadire gayanam. So Sureshwaracharya is telling a person who is a deaf person, if you go and sing Mohana Raga or any musical song, how can he listen? The Pura Pakshi is like that. So like a deaf person, you don't want to accept it all. Then what to do for that person? See, 5 components you have to accept. This methodology, Panchakosha Viveka, Dvaita Viveka Prakaranam, Panchadashi we saw the 4th chapter, Dvaita Viveka Prakaranam. Panchadashi 3rd chapter we saw Panchakosha Viveka Prakaranam. Panchakosha Viveka Prakaranam, Dvaita Viveka Prakaranam. All these what for? You listen to those chapters, you understand how to distinguish from Anatma, I the Sakshi, am, Aham Brahma Asmi, his confidence that is possible only after doing all this separation. Separation means prakriyas, all the prakriyas. What are those prakriyas? Yushmad Asmad Vibhagagne. This teaching is Arthavat Idam Vachaha. This teaching is meaningful, purposeful, useful. For whom? Vibhagagne, the one who has distinctly, Vibhaga means distinctly, Bhagatyaga Lakshana Dwara. This is all Vachyartha I, RC, RM, 1, 2, 3, all come under Vachyartha Aham, lower I, fake I, not real I. Yushmat Asmat. Yushmat means you. Asmat means I. The distinction between you and I. So, what is you? Guru said, you are Brahman. When Guru said you means Guru is referring to whom? OC or RC? Atma or Anatma? Atma. You are Brahman means you, the student, has to refute the Shariratrayam, Panchakoshas, all Vachyartha, they all come under Vachyartha. Aham, lower I, fake I, Mithya Aham. That is not countable, Mithya that is. Then I have to understand Aham, Lakshyartha Aham. That is Asmat, Vibhagagnya. Bhagatyaga Lakshana perfectly done by that student. To him only Arthavat, meaningful, useful, this teaching. One who otherwise Yataha Anabhigne Vakyam Syat. If this is not known to a student, you are all experts in this, I know. You are all experts. So, I am not the body mind complex at all. I am not Panchakoshas. I am not Shariratrayam. I am Drik. I am not the Drishyam. Once you do not know, if any person is adamant, vehemently holding on to that, who is getting jnanam, what are all these things, questions are asking, you are like singing a song in front of a deaf person. He cannot enjoy the music. He cannot enjoy that song. He cannot enjoy the raga. After the program is over, everything, one audience, one person asked the musician, can you sing Todi? And that person is singing Todi only actually, Todi raga. After completing the whole program, can you sing that Todi raga? He doesn't know what is Todi raga. He doesn't have any knowledge. Like that, this our Purvapakshi is like that. Here, Anabhigne Vakyam Badhirak Badhiresh Gayanam Iva. Among the deaf people, when we sing music, there is no use like this. This Purvapakshi is also not able to know Tvampada and Aham. What is Tvampadala? You have to, Guru said, you remove Vachyartha. You take out Lakshyartha. And Aham Pada, when I say Aham also, I am a mixture. When Guru says Tvam, you are also a mixture. You are listening to Guru with the body-mind complex. When I say Aham Brahmasmi also, I have to claim only along with the body-mind complex, intellectually I separate. There is no vritti. Aham Brahmasmi also vritti jnana. Vritti comes in the mind. Mind is anatma. Therefore, Aham Brahmasmi jnanam is also vyavaharikam. Aham Brahma is paramarthikam. Aham Brahma Asmi, that verb, sentence, words, vritti, jnanam, mind, anatma. Therefore, make use of anatma, claim atma, say goodbye to anatma. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.